Our love story started as all good ones do, on Tinder. We chatted on the app for about a week before he finally got up the courage to ask me to get a drink. Jacob was the perfect average male. He's tall, average attractiveness, has a semi-good but always stable job, and didn't live at home with his parents. On our first date, he charmed the pants off me, literally. He told me how beautiful I was and how he couldn't believe someone as amazing as me needed to use Tinder to get dates. So around our 5th drink, I finished the whole thing in a gulp and told him I wanted to go back to his place. We moved pretty fast after that. By the end of month 1, I was staying at his place 4 nights out of the week. He had already met my mom. We shared everything. Well, almost everything. Jacob was very quiet about his past relationships. All he said was that his last 2 serious girlfriends were crazy. When I tried to pry more out of him, he would leave the room. Knowing how girls can be sometimes, I didn't ever try too hard to get the information out of him. One day, when we had been dating for about 2 months, I had a really awful cold. Jacob insisted that I stayed at his house while he was at work. I fell in and out of sleep while watching bad soap operas. I woke up to someone shaking me. Assuming it was Jacob, I didn't open my eyes and turned away. "Jennifer, you have to get up. I need to talk to you," a female voice whispered. I immediately opened my eyes and backed away. "Who are you? Why are you here?" I screamed at her. "Please lower your voice. My name is Holly. You're in danger," she whispered hurriedly at me. "Yeah, I know. There's a crazy lady in my boyfriend's house," I yelled back at her. We both froze as we hear a key turn in the lock. "Jacob is not who he says he is. You need to leave. He will kill you," she said. As she runs through the door, she stops to look at me one last time. I can see pity in her eyes, but also something else. It kind of looked like fear. "Hey babe, I left work a little early. What have you been up to?" Jacob asked, putting his briefcase on the dresser. "You didn't see her? She would have had to have run past you to get out of here," I replied, studying his face. His smile fell for just a second and then returned to its normal way. "Ooh, are you hallucinating? You must be more sick than I thought," he said, putting a hand to my forehead. "Holly, your ex-girlfriend. Holly was just here. She said you would kill me," I said. "She's crazy. I'll call the police. I told you she was crazy," he said, heading towards the door. "Why is she so crazy?" I asked. "If her or Lily, my other girlfriend, ever try to contact you, you need to run. If their families try to, call the police. These women are insane," he said, and with that, he shut the door. For the next few days, I was confined to bed as my cold had completely taken over. Jacob stayed home from work. He took away my cell phone and laptop because he said the radiation would make me worse. Anytime I tried to bring up Holly, he would change the subject and say the police were working on it. Finally, a few days later, he had to run to the store. We had run out of toilet paper. He couldn't just order food anymore. The minute he left, I started searching for my laptop. It took me 15 minutes, but I finally found it hidden in a cabinet. I immediately opened it and started trying to find out whatever I could about these women. I found Jacob's Facebook and looked through his contacts, but he wasn't friends with any women named Holly or Lily. After various searches, I found his MySpace page. On there, he had posted about a woman named Holly Campbell. I googled her name, and a few news articles came up from 2 years back. I clicked on the first one. "Missing girl vanished without a trace." The article went on to explain how they believed her boyfriend, Steve Hutchers, was responsible, but no one had been able to find him. They posted a picture of him, and although it didn't look like the Jacob I knew, it was him. He changed his hair and face, but he still had that smile. I heard a small sound behind me. As I turned around, I saw a swift movement and everything went black. Now I'm downstairs in Jacob's basement, the basement I didn't know existed. Lily and Holly are down here too, but they have long since passed. I think Holly's ghost was trying to protect me. I wish I had listened to her. He didn't know I had my cell phone on me, but I can't get any service. I've been trying to call the police, but nothing goes through. I'm hoping this post will. I think it's too late for me, but maybe not for you. Never trust a guy with crazy ex-girlfriends. He's usually the crazy one. Today's No Sleep story is from username AndersonNash3. New videos every week. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Sweet dreams.